Anyway,
So,
hey everybody, it's the
Master
Captain,
Time.
Danish
And
Pete.
Pete.
And, you know, when you're feeling a little bit overweight, that you haven't been down the gym for your entire life, what we thought we'd do is stand next to the super buff and very talented, handsome Steve from Marshall.
oh man, just look at those pecs.
Look at the size of him. Anyway,
Try not to
so
pay attention to my nipples all show.
I was, have you got plasters underneath? Honestly.
T-Bone's sitting there going, I'm similarly buff. You know, what are you talking about? Anyway, right. We've,
Exciting news.
Exciting
Sorry.
news.
Very
Tell
exciting
us.
news.
You do it. Go on.
Very exciting news.
Very exciting news. No, so you guys have done the new DSL 40 already, right? You and Rob.
We did.
There's a video gone up already on the channel, and there was a little bird that was like, there might be something new and there might be something else. So, what is it?
Yeah, it's basically Origin, that's what we've called it. It's a new line of competitively priced amplifiers for the guys who maybe want more of a vintage style amplifier from Marshall. So, kind of in the same vein as like Blues Breakers, Plexis, that kind of voicing.
The good ones.
Yeah, so it's not super high gain or heavy metal or anything like that, but it's super organic and perfect for the pedal kind of player.
Now, you've done a brilliant job of keeping this secret from your number one UK dealer and friend. So I know nothing. Tell me,
Okay.
where does the range start? What does it go
So,
up to? What's the
We'll
dealio?
start here, which is the Origin 5. Okay. Kind of.
Is this a real amp? Or is it
Yeah, yeah.
So actually, this is how much it weighs?
Yeah.
It's not a Bluetooth speaker.
If I do 3 more of these, I'll be as big as Steve. I'll just hold it steady for like. Actually, you can just. I can't hold it up anymore.
That's what she said.
So it kind of looks similar to what the Class 5 did, but it's not the same amp. As you can tell, the panel's a little different. We've got a push-pull on the volume, which gives you a boost, but it's not like a super gainy boost. It's more of a clean boost, if you like. It just fattens it up a little bit.
Is that foot switchable?
On the bigger ones, yes.
On the bigger ones, okay.
Yeah.
And this is the entry one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got obviously the bass, middle, treble. The tilt control, which is confusing most people, is kind of like if it's all the way down, it gives you the same sort of sound as if you were plugged into the bassier channel on a Plexi or a Blues Breaker, the darker channel.
Okay.
Sorry, Plexi or a JTM 45. And then all the way up gives you the brightness of the treble channel. And obviously you can blend the two. So you know, guys used to jump the channels, with the lead and blend it.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing going on.
That's what to do with the
high is 5 watts and then half a watt.
Okay.
Low.
You've smashed the look out the park
Absolutely.
completely. When I think of the kind of Marshall amplifier that I would like to own, it absolutely looks like one of these.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we wanted to offer something for the guy who didn't maybe want such a rock-looking amp like the DSL, something a bit more vintagey looking.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like to pigeonhole amps, but like, I'm sure the indie guys are going to love all this kind of thing.
But when you look at the whole,
yeah,
this, I don't know what you call this bit here. What do
Yeah.
you call that? But that's the bit that kind of makes it look vintage, and with the gold
Yeah,
piping,
yeah.
it's just a classic Marshall look.
it's kind of
really,
gone
isn't it?
back to like 60s, 70s kind
Yeah,
of
man.
Marshall.
It looks really, really cool.
This is actually the next one up, the 20.
Okay.
So this comes as a head or a combo. We've got the combo right next to it. The combo has a Celestion 10-inch speaker in there, a 10-inch V-type in there.
Okay, 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Why a 10 then?
What was in the 5?
It's a Celestion 815
Okay.
in that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why a 10?
Because we wanted to save the 12-inch for the 50-watt.
I get it. I get it.
So I'll show you the head, but the combo's got exactly the same features. So with this now, we've got a master volume and a presence control. Okay, so we've still got the tilt thing going on as well. But the extra little switch on the front panel, the low, mid, high, is how we're attenuating these amps. So they're calling it the power stem. So it's something we've never put into an amp before. It's like the easiest way, the quickest way to explain it is it's like a voltage-based attenuation. But the way it works, on high it's 20 watt, in the middle position it's 5 watt, and then half a watt on the low. And
So
I was actually doing the demo at half a watt up there then.
So
okay.
I what you were saying, because I was actually backstage talking to Steve's boss about what his review's going to be like later in the year, what sort of salary increase he might be getting. So I could hear what you were playing, but I couldn't see what you were playing.
Yeah,
So
I was going for the 20 watt combo, running at half a watt.
Amazing.
So,
It sounded really good.
It's not a small room or anything really. So
Yeah.
that's exactly the same thing as the combo with the 10-inch speaker in. Next one up, 50.
Yep.
Again, 50 watt head, 50 watt combo. The combo's now got a 12-inch speaker in
Okay.
it, and it's a midnight special, that speaker.
Who makes that?
Celestion.
Midnight Special.
I've never heard of that.
I've had a few of those in my
I was
time.
gonna say, wasn't that a film about somebody in a Turkish
No, that's
prison?
Midnight
Midnight Express.
Express, yeah. I've had some of those as well. Pizza Express, sorry.
So yeah, it's a special speaker, and it's a midnight speaker apparently, but it sounds super good.
Sounds especially good at midnight.
Sounds huge, exactly. so again, the panel looks identical as it does on the 20 watts. We've just got more power on this one. So in high, it's 50 watt. The middle position gives you 10 watts, and then the low gives you 1 watt.
Okay. Okay. So are there effects loops in all of them?
Loop, yeah, effects loop, and it's switchable.
In all of them, even the 5.
Yeah, the 5 watt has.
Oh, that's great, because then, you know, if you want your reverb in, because these don't have reverb, doesn't they? There's no reverb in that. Classic Marshall. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then, the foot switch is super basic, so it's effects loop on and off, or the same as using the push pull.
So 2 switch.
Yeah.
Me like it.
You like it? They're really, really cool, man. Look at that. It's so classic, isn't it? It looks like an old blues breaker.
It looks like a slightly narrower blues breaker, doesn't it? I mean,
very, very cool.
What is not to like?
I mean,
is not to like?
I can't wait to get
When are these coming?
stuck in.
I think they're ready-ish to ship, so very, very soon. I know the guys.
Is that a Marshall ready-ish, like sometime next year, or an actual ready-ish?
No, they're actually in the factory.
Whoa!
It's happening.
And you get a free fridge with every purchase of.
It's a good shout. It's a good shout. Fridges, Marshall fridges are on sale in Andertons right now, if you need one. Anyway, so we don't need to plug one of these in because you're a better guitarist than us,
exactly,
and you've done the demo already. And I think that's probably everything to go through on the Marshall stand, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you want to watch the new
white thing
DSL,
over there?
That's literally blues breaker that we're having signed by any artists that visit us.
Any? Can me and Pete sign it, or are we're not really
I don't
famous
think
enough?
we are,
are
not
we?
really.
I think you have to ask permission for the pen.
Oh, really?
I've got one in my bag.
Just do it anyway.
I've got a pen
Draw
in my
a
bag.
penis on the side of it. They'll know you've been here.
I'll just
Anyway.
go inside and do that. Anyway, so what I was going to say before you were so rudely interrupting me is if
Sorry.
you want to watch the DSL video that you guys did, the Chappers and the Captain did, that's on the website, on the YouTube channel, so go and watch that with cool amps as well.
Anyway, Steve, look after
Thanks,
yourself.
Steve.
Enjoy
No worries,
your
man. Good
meal
to see you.
this evening with your,
Thank
you know
you for
what I
that.
mean? They'll have a great time.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And au revoir. Later.
Now for the brand new amps, the Origin series. So, much more simple this amp. No nonsense. It's not really a high gain amplifier. It's not for the kind of the metal guy, in my opinion. It's more of an open, vintage sort of Marshall tone. So the guys who like the old Plexis, the Blues Breaker, those kind of amps, this is kind of for you, but now at a much more affordable, competitive price. There's a few variations in the range. We've got the 5 watt combo, which is the smallest, which you can run on a low power, which gives you about 0.5 of a watt. Then the one I'm plugged into is the Origin 20. So this is a 1x10 combo, which you can also get as a head. But something that's really great about these amplifiers is what we're calling the power stem, which is the attenuation on these amplifiers. So it allows you to drop the wattage of the amplifier without affecting the tone. So it's a 20 watt amp, which I can run at either 20 watts, 5 watts, or half of a watt basically, so 0.5 of a watt, which is actually what I'm going to use on this demo, because as soon as we sort of got it cooking yesterday and the day before, the neighbours started complaining, so we kind of had to, get the little one up here and run it low. So yeah, we also do a 50 watt, exactly the same features, but obviously you can run it at 50 watt, 10 watt, or 1 watt, and that's a 12 inch in that combo, and again it's available as a head. Effects loop, and basically you've got a push-pull on the gain on this amp, so it gives you just a little bit more of a kick. It's not really a high gain boost or anything like that, just a little bit more mojo. But one of the super cool features about this amp, again, if you're familiar with the old vintage Marshalls, you used to have a channel 1 or a channel 2, which is like your bright channel or your darker channel, so your treble or your bass inputs. And what people used to do is choose one or the other. The bright channel was always a little bit more aggressive, more snappy. The darker channel was super mellow, much fatter in tone. Or you could jump the 2 channels with a patch cable and kind of blend them with your volume knobs. So the idea with this, with the tilt control, is you can get that control just from, without any hassle really. So I'll show you the amp on the normal mode, and then I'll bring in what we call the OD, the overdrive, if you like, which gives it that little extra kick, and then I'll show you what the tilt control does. So this is the super clean. Okay, let's bring a little delay into that. Okay, and then this is with the boost engaged. And with the humbucker, it kind of opens out a little bit more. Kind of what you'd expect an old Marshall to do. So this is the ideal amplifier for your guy who likes his pedals. So I've got a few on the floor. I can only bring a few because it had to all fit in my suitcase. So I couldn't bring the full-size pedal board. So what I'm going to do on this next track is just kind of start off with the amp in its normal mode, switching the boost, and bring in the overdrive pedals. But before I do that, thank you, Vance, giving me the signal. I started speaking about something earlier and I didn't even do it, did I? The tilt control. So I'll show you it in sort of the brighter sound, then I'm going to show you the darker channel on it. So this is the brighter sound. So now it's super fat, not many highs. Turn it all the way up so we'll get that nice snappy sort of bright sound that we used to get off the bright channel on the plexis. Okay.
Thank you very much. So that was the Origin 20. They're all on display.